You know, all of us want to have a deeper, more meaningful connection with our children. All of us want this meaningful relationship. And one of the interesting things about that is the value of conversation and the development of relationships. Think of yourself and your husband or your partner. If there's no conversation going on between you, you likely don't have a deep and meaningful relationship, or it's getting thinner and thinner as the days pass or as the years pass. It's the same with our children. It's learning to open up a conversation between children. But it's not easy, and parents are forever saying, I ask my child questions, and they just go, yes, school was good. How was school today? Fine. But that's not actually what it's about. And conversations are based upon a sharing, a giving, a sharing of opinions, an exchange of ideas, a passing of a thought. And what we want to try and do is to create the space and the time and perhaps even the stillness for that to happen. And if you could just accept for a second that as parents, we're not very good with pauses. We're not very good with stillness. We're not very good with quiet. We tend to fill them with something. And when we fill them, there is no space for the conversation. Television is classic culprit in this. It's the background sound of our lives. And there is no quiet from which a thought will eventually arrive. And parents tend to accept the first answer from their children when they speak to them. You know, how was school today? Good. Well, you can't ask that question every day because it's tedious. But if you do want to know more, you may have to leave it for a bit and come back to it later on and flesh the question out. But I'm more concerned about getting children to learn how to probe us. So when you sit in and share your day, why can't we share our day with our children? John, you can say to your child, let me just tell you what happened at the office today. What do you think about that? We don't do that. We always go, what is it you did today? Or, you know, I'm having a bit of a problem with this. I was sitting at my desk working through this and I got really frustrated here and I can't work it out. Have you got any thoughts on that? And letting them chip in. And it's surprising how young they can be and still assist us with these things. Basically, a household that has constant background sound, a household that's always trying to use things to attract the attention of every individual in it, television, music, whatever, removes conversation. And it's conversation that leads to substance. Many times a parent will say to me, my child really surprised me. They did this. I never thought they were like that. Whenever they say this to me, then I say to them, then you must have been spending a lot of time not talking to them. It's through conversation that we learn about the other. It's through the sharing and exchange of ideas. But it's so hard to do that when there isn't the space in the house and in the dynamics of the house from which a conversation can be fostered. Remember, not they talk to us. We share ourselves and invite their opinion of what we did. From that comes our chance to give our opinion about what they did. A conversation is a sharing. It's not a Q&A. And if you're lacking conversations in your household, go one step further. Sharing has gone out the window somewhere, and it needs to be brought back in.
Monkey see, monkey like, monkey do. bananamana.com